broke, that don't mean I ain't got no money.
$7 to my name. I check my bank account in 20-minute intervals when I'm at dinner, just in case I'm losing money on my Disney Plus subscription. I'm broke.
Day 3 of trying not to spend money on things I don't need. I was passing by Applebee's the other day and I swear it started whispering to me. Eat.
I am 28 years old, barely scraping by.
I throw somebody $500, I'm gonna be eating Cheetos for dinner.
Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is pure chaos, from broke confessions to money addiction to shocking statistics and emotional breakdowns. It's rough out here in 2025. Let's get to it.
That mean I know you finna ask me for something, and I ain't got no. When folks say they broke, that don't mean they dead broke. Now when I need them shoes, I'ma go get them. I ain't that broke. I just ain't got enough for you.
Straight facts, because I feel the same way.
Stop asking me to go places that require me to pull out my debit card and spend money, cause I'm broke. Me and other rappers not the same. Bitch, I'm broke. I ain't spend $1 on my chain, and I don't really think I'm finna change. I check my bank account in 20-minute intervals when I'm at dinner, just in case I'm losing money on my Disney Plus subscription. I'm broke. Just keep it a G. Stop speaking to me. I'm broke. It ain't no dollars I can mention. I'm broke. No need to alter your perception. I'm broke. How I'ma pay to get a section? I'm broke. When I can't even pay attention.
Somebody in the comments says, I didn't claim this, it claimed me. Remembering the song 4 years after a wow, cause I'm broke. The fact that we're all broke but have collectively decided to keep our Disney subscriptions. I'm so broke, I checked the Vimo wallet just to see if there's crumbs in there, and there wasn't. Me personally, I actually like the song. Get in the comments and let me know. Let's get to the next one.
God gives his strongest battles to his toughest soldiers. Damn! I gotta stay focused. I was passing by Applebee's the other day and I swear it started whispering to me. Eat me. I almost made a U-turn. Spending money is almost like an addiction. You gotta break that shit. Look, I was on Amazon the other day and was just adding shit to my cart just so I can feel something.
Facts. I think most of us does that because it's easy, but one thing we don't do is purchase. We just like looking at the cart.
Sometimes the money feels like it's burning a hole in my pocket. It's got a mind of its own. But we're gonna keep strong and keep going. Look, consistency is key to saving money and making more money, but that's a given. And just remember, if it don't fit in my budget, I don't love it. Damn, that was corny.
We got people in the comments saying, hanging on by a thread, but we gonna be all right. Another says, we thought 2024 was bad. 2025 is 3 times worse. So tired and burnt out, man. And then we got an anonymous says, you're not the only one. God is giving us strength. I agree. We're living in hard times right now, but we're finding ways to get by. And if you've made it this far, keep going.
It makes me want to hurt some damn body because I can feel it in my damn bones that it's a slingshot with my name on it. And I've already envisioned this shit. Pulling up to a gas station, right? The sunlight beaming off my dome. I pull up, bumping that more bounce to the ounce, right? Pull up on some woman who's clearly stressed out. Pull up, hey girl, fill your tank up. Change her goddamn life. I want to be able to just, hey, baby, here's $500. You know, get yourself something nice, put the food in the fridge. And that's not fair to me. That's all I'm saying. I just want to help.
A simp that's having fantasies about tricking. We cannot make this up.
People in their 20s is going through it right now. Being caught up in right after high school while in college is crazy, but being post-college with a recession on the way, first time having a big boy job, the roaring 20s is roaring badly right now.
Facts. This was the worst time to be an upcoming adult, somebody says. Another says, 24, I'm stressing like I'm 62. Another says, these people are so greedy, they are even stealing our youth. And the last one says, people making 6 figures can't afford no house. I absolutely agree. Now is the time for you to learn how to budget the right way. If you agree, hit that button. We got more.
We were sold a lie that if we go to college, we get a degree, we can get a job and we can make enough to live. That's not true anymore. It baffles me the amount of people that are getting married so young. And I guarantee you half of it is because it's so expensive to live by yourself without having a roommate, without having a spouse, without depending on your daddy's money because it's so expensive to live.
But let's be honest, marriage has always been for survival. It's always been a business.
What baffles me is I have so many friends that are barely surviving after graduating college because they were told that they would make enough to live and they don't. You want us to have roommates when we're 30?
Do you know how much they say you need to make an hour to be comfortable around this? $66 an hour.
And believe it or not, at one point in life, that was a lot of money. Still is, if you ask me, if you budget right.
$66 an hour, bro. Who's making that? That ain't even the kicker. You make $66 an hour. You work 40 hours a week. At the end of the month, guess how much you gonna have in whole? 10 bands. Oh no, but don't think you taking the whole 10 bands. You forgot about Uncle Sam. You're going home with $6,500.
$6,500 is still good because you can get a decent mortgage and a decent house for about $1,500 a month. Then we'll say $8 for utilities. That's still giving you $3,200 to save.
Maybe a 7-ball if you lucky. So eliminate all the bills and life expenses from that $6,500.
Or who could be the biggest victim? Me personally, I'm not rich, but I'm okay. But I'm a minimalist. I don't wear jewelry. I don't wear designer. I don't live in a mansion. I don't drive fancy cars. I pretty much just live a basic life because I'm already rich with family, friends, and the lifestyle. If we could get back to the basics of being happy, then people wouldn't put themselves in so much financial debt. But we're still in a rough economy. This next woman breaks it down.
I just read this article about the income that is considered poverty level in 2025. Grocery prices have surged 28% since 2019. Gas prices have surged more than a third over the same time period. And renters are spending 31%. The poverty line for an individual in the United States outside of Alaska and Hawaii is $15,650 a year. A household of 2 is $21,150. A household of 3 is $26,650. How is one to afford basic necessities, food, clothing, and shelter, plus inflation, off of $15,600? To think that's before taxes.
And this is why men are refusing to get married and have kids. Because truthfully, there's no point of bringing another life into this world based off of how the economy is acting. And if you agree and you made it this far, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We ain't even halfway through the madness. Let's get back to it.
I'll be real. 2025 has been heavy financially for a lot of people. Groceries going up, gas, rent, mortgage, everything almost seems impossible to pay these days. Families are making real life hard choices every day, whether to pay the light bill, the gas bill. Sometimes the bill has to go without being paid because they have to buy food.
That's when you start living past due amount.
Parents hiding their stress so the kids don't feel the weight of everything. But we all know behind closed doors, them tears falling. A mental toll that it takes on parents, like a lot, y'all.
This is why I don't understand why women keep promoting single motherhood like it's not already hard.
Most people are battling with anxiety, staying up late at night, trying to make sure they have enough to survive to make it to the next payday. The truth is, life is tough for a lot of people right now.
And believe it or not, it's best to remain single. Most people can't even afford a relationship unless you find somebody that like you for you. Then you can have fun, walk through the parks. Coffee dates.
Wages haven't caught up with the cost of living at all. But if anything, y'all, struggling in 2025 does not mean that you are failing. It means that you are human, having a hard moment. And this too shall pass. Never be ashamed of what you're going through, who you are. Keep going. Do what you can do and never feel bad for what you can't. All right? Keep pushing.
Nice words of encouragement, but right now you don't want to get out there and be fancy. You want to stack it up and start to seek more opportunities, just like the next one.
Most parents of today's generation of kids can't even afford to send their children back to school this year. Let's talk about it.
If you can't afford to send your kid back to school, who gonna watch them? Because that's gonna cost more money.
Somebody got to check on the parents of these new age kids. I'm not gonna lie, times have changed. And not that school shopping wasn't already expensive before. I feel like parents of this generation are struggling with being able to provide quality back to school shopping for their children. And it's extremely hard when you have more than one child.
This is why you go to Walmart. They have cheap stores. They have the Gaps. They have the H&Ms. So
Times have changed anyway because parents face a lot more difficulty sending their children back to school than it was when we were coming up.
break this down for us, please.
Kids are getting picked on because they don't have Dior shoes, because they didn't cop a spray ground or a Louis Vuitton backpack. 13-year-old girls because they don't have a Stanley Cup walking into school on their first day with a whole full face of Sephora makeup.
Now, I could agree with that because my daughters were on that Stanley Cup and Sephora makeup for a while, but we changed that.
PF sunscreen. How expensive is back to school shopping for you this year? Are the deals even dealing for what your children actually want for going back to school?
21.
The question is, who's raising your children? You or their friends? Let's make it make sense because the next girl doesn't.
Well, this morning at the table, and they're firefighters, so it's fine. It's good. Their bill came out to $200.02, so we gave them a discount for everything they do. It was 10%, so it came out to $186. And then one of the servers decided she wanted to help cover their bill, so she paid $100. So their bill came out to $86, and they left a $186 tip. And my boss tip out the cooks, so I did, and she made me give back the $100 to one of the servers. So a shift that I wasn't even supposed to work today.
Damn. But you have to understand, it really wasn't your money. The other server, she stepped up and paid $100. All she did was get her money back, and then y'all had to split the tip. Technically, that's what you would have made anyway.
I didn't mean a server.
Hey, Rap.
They normally cry like this before they go home at night, fill out all the applications for that OF account.
I'm a teacher and I can barely afford to pay rent with my salary. My salary bi-weekly is basically my rent minus $500. Guess how much my car is? $400. Guess how much insurance is? $100. Oh, yeah, right. You do the math. I'm left with owing money at the end of the month. That's not even with groceries.
Believe it or not, the bills you just named are pretty cheap compared to what we paying out here. You got it good.
Holy that's not even with groceries. I realize every single month I am transferring money out of savings into my checking and I am not.
This is why it's very important for the new generation of women to learn how to cook so you don't blow all your money on fast food and Uber Eats, which is what y'all are doing. This is why you never have money for food.
I just had the realization in the car that I'm actually going to go into debt if I continue being a teacher. I'm having a crisis right now. I have a panic attack right now. I can't do this. I literally cannot do this. Knowing every single month that most of my money is literally I don't have money. Okay, I don't know how I'm going to pay off my credit card this month. I don't know. All right, well, rats, peace and blessings, and I hope you can afford your rent today and groceries and your car and insurance and life.
Women want equality. You got to get out there and do what a man does. Work multiple jobs to survive, just like the next one.
I just need somebody else to tell me that they're living paycheck to paycheck and putting themselves into credit card debt out of necessity, not because of fun. I am 28 years old. I work a decent paying job. I love my job. Make good income. We have no kids, me and my fiance, and we're still barely scraping by.
So 2 people, 1 household, 2 jobs, and you're still scraping by? Nah, got something else going on.
Our bills are paid, but we can't save any money. We can't go on vacation. I do little things here and there, but realistically, we don't really do anything. And we still live paycheck to paycheck, okay?
Got to double up on your job or find a way to start a business.
I don't understand how people with kids are doing this. Props to y'all. I'm utmost respect because I feel like I'm drowning and I only have cats.
Most of these women got Section 8 and an EBT card, which is now getting cut. So expect a lot of these single moms with kids to join your position.
Any money that we're able to save ends up getting spent on the car, or the cat has to go to the vet, or one of us has a medical emergency. It's just gone. It's gone.
You better put that cat outside to eat some grass, because when you go inside of the vet to get your pets looked at, They know you love your vet and they're going to charge you high prices and tell you stuff that you don't even need. But if you go in there and say, hey, I want to put this thing down right now, they're going to come up with every reason for you not to.
I don't understand. We don't live beyond our means. Are we all just collectively putting ourselves into debt? Because I don't know what else to do.
You left your husband because he went through a little financial struggle.
And did.
At any point in time, did you feel that love should have kept you there?
I feel like he didn't love me because if he did, he wouldn't have went through a financial struggle.
But that's part of life, sweetheart. And if you think she's a biscuit head, hit that like button. Definitely share the video. This your first time watching, hit that subscribe button. And if you like chaotic videos, go down into the description and click on the playlist. I will see you on the next video.